Hi everybody, I'm Natalie from LittleLightLab, and my absolute favorite thing to do is have an awesome time. Woo! So that's why I created the LittleLightLab brand of illuminated apparel, and we make fun fashion accessories that transform into light-up party accessories with the push of a button. So you can get your next party glowing. So you're probably wondering where this all started. Well, my best friend from high school, Sarah, was getting married, and I hadn't seen her in a really long time. So I decided that I was going to come out to the wedding a little bit early. And on my way over, I had picked up a couple of these really cool little light sets I thought would be really fun to decorate the tables and use at the wedding. She just happens to have gotten married to Bill, who is an electronic dance music DJ. And when he saw the lights, and he saw that I had them, he's like, "Oh man, I know that you really like making cool costumes. Could you put those lights in my bow tie for the wedding?" And I was like, "Well, sure, but if we're doing that, we better put them in Sarah's veil too, so that she matches." But I will say that I was definitely concerned that the parents of the bride and groom might be a little upset with me. So I did my very best to make sure that I hid the lights and all the electronics in case last minute I got in trouble. So during the wedding, they had the lights turned off. But since he's a DJ, when they said I do, they had the beat drop and they turned on the lights and they danced out to the reception. And it was a huge hit. So I thought, how do we keep this party going? So after the wedding, I knew Maker Faire was coming up, and I'd always wanted to exhibit at Maker Faire, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I thought, how fun would it be if I brought these light-up bow ties in Maker Faire? So I ended up teaching some workshops on how to make your own light-up bow tie, and I sold light-up bow ties and make your own light-up bow tie kits at my booth. And we ended up selling out of pretty much everything at the event. So I thought, well, this is pretty cool. This could be a thing. So I started an Etsy, started selling online and at local events around town. And what I found was there's quite a lot of people who like to party. But specifically, we are focusing on targeting music festival attendees who are already a lot of times wearing light-up apparel to go party. 8 to 12-year-old girls, because what little girl doesn't want to be a glowing princess? And people just having special events that want to have an extra special time. So for weddings, birthday parties, bar mitzvahs. And we also found that our customers love our products. These are the last 2 reviews we got. I don't know these people. I didn't pay them. They said they're extremely satisfied with the product. Definitely be purchasing it again soon. Loved it. Highly recommend this seller. So I started by making all of these products by hand, but to grow this business, I obviously couldn't keep up that business model. So I went out looking and I found manufacturing partners, and we did our first run of manufactured product. So to bring it to market, the strategy was to continue to sell online, directly to consumers that way, also continue to sell at larger events. And we are focusing also on wholesaling to retailers. So you might be wondering, how big can we make this party? Well, the first festival that we are going to target online is Electric Daisy Carnival, which is coming up in June, where a lot of attendees are already wearing light-up apparel. And there is expected to be at least 130,000 attendees per day. And I've also found that about 32 million U.S. citizens were going to attend a music festival each year. And the actual party store industry is a $10 billion industry. But you also might be thinking, well, with such a big market, there must be a lot of competition. Absolutely. I'm sure you guys have been to theme parks, to events, and seen lots of light-up toys, light-up accessories that you can wear. So how are we going to compete? Well, we have the technology. We are currently working on developing our next generation of products, and we intend to stay ahead of the competition by making cooler, more innovative light-up products. So how are we going to do that? We have an awesome team. They're here tonight, so thank you very much for coming out. And I actually have a background in engineering, studied chemical engineering and material science. In my master's, I actually focused on developing flexible electronics. When I graduated, I moved out here to work for a certain large theme park as a costume engineer. Did that for a couple years before moving on to work for a startup in town doing textile engineering projects. I also have a huge passion for robotics engineering and robotics education, so I'm planning to use all of this to make the coolest products ever, along with these awesome team members that are going to help me bring it to market, because that's not my specialty. All right. And so right now, this party is really growing. We are now moving into retail stores. We're in 5 retail locations. Just launched on Amazon. And we have, as of last week, we have our own website up. Thank you to Gagan for helping me make that look pretty. So you may be wondering, Natalie, is all you want to do party? I mean, yeah, kind of, but I'm also super interested in soft robotics, wearable technology, flexible electronics, the Internet of Things, and textile engineering, and I'm hoping to eventually integrate all of these awesome engineering developments into our products. But first, I really want to focus on building a business and learning how do you take an idea and turning it into an actual company. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well have an awesome time. So we have some party goals. And we're hoping that now, after we've launched our website, we're trying to target larger retail party supply stores and get into theme parks and eventually we're hoping to start manufacturing light-up products for other brands. So if this sounds like a lot of fun to you, we invite you to join our party. This week only, we have a discount on the website. Use code CLASS7 for a 30% discount. Also, if you're popular online or in real life, we have a brand ambassador program that we just launched. So we'd love for you to sign up online. It gives you a good way to refer our product to your friends. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, check out our website. We're really looking for people, anyone who's awesome at marketing, who knows the festival market, who has friends that are influencers, knows people who have launched consumer products. We're looking for help, so please contact me, Natalie at LittleLightLab.com. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Class 7. Thank you so much, Dale, Greg, Donna, and all my mentors. You guys have been really awesome, and I appreciate all your support. So check us out.